welcome to Travel Beans. I'm Emma, behind the camera is Alex, and today we are in Santa Barbara, California. After returning our van to the depot, we had a few days off to enjoy some epic Thanksgiving food and get some work done. But luckily, this was not the end of our USA adventures just yet. So we're back in California, and I am very happy to announce that our friends over at Travellers Autobarn have given us another campervan! This bad boy is gonna let us explore more of California over the next week, so we're gonna be squeezing every drop of road trip activity that we possibly can out of this trip. After our last trip, we thought actually we don't need so much space. We didn't need such a big chunky van, and we thought it would be really nice to downsize. Luckily, this model from Travellers Autobarn is perfect for us. I can actually fit inside a normal parking space, which makes me very happy and a lot less stressful. But you still have the high roof, so you can still stand up inside. Let me give you a little tour around. So first, the boring stuff on the outside. So we've got our propane here. This is used for the kitchen inside the van. We haven't got a toilet or shower, which saves a ton of hassle.
Well, we didn't ever use it because we hated dumping it.
It was such a pain. Yeah, so we've got fuel here, water tank here, which I think holds up to like 12 gallons of water. There's also a hookup point here for power, so if we stay at any campsites, we can plug that in. But let me show you inside the van. That's what everyone's really waiting for. Okay. So, firstly, I just want to say I love how unpretentious this van is. It's exactly what I would choose.
It's very us.
It is very us. Oh wow, that door opens really wide. Okay, so this is it. This is the living space. As you come in, you have two sofas here. We have a privacy curtain for all our privacy needs. So both of these sofas have storage underneath. There's actually a table that slots into here, so you actually have like a pretty decent sized dinner / working table. So that slots in between the two seats, and then you have a couple of these extra ones to put down to make like a full-sized bed. The full size of the bed is literally the width of the van, so I'm really excited actually for tonight to see how comfy it is. It seems initially comfier than the last van, because the last one was like leather seats that were kind of like typical leather car seats without any cushioning on top, whereas these have these thick padded cushions. So I have high hopes for this one. Bringing you over to our kitchen. Actually, before I show you the kitchen, come around here.
Well, just the fact you can stand up is pretty awesome.
I know, it's great. You can fling my arms around. Okay, so up here you actually have a third bed. So, or a second bed for a third person. So with the same kind of system, they've got a couple of slats that you can pull out here all the way to this point, and you can have another person on top. So anyone with little bambinos running around.
Perfect for kids or perfect for arguments.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a bunk bed. The kitchen space is pretty... I really like this actually, because there's a lot more like chopping room than the previous one that we had. So that's definitely a bonus. We have microwave, fridge. The fridge is smaller than the previous one, but then the van is smaller. And then you have a sink here for washing up, brushing teeth, all that kind of stuff. And then you have all of the storage space underneath. You might recognize some of the ingredients from our previous trip. And then lastly, we have some storage space at the top here. We have another curtain for more privacy. And then we have our cooker here. So you have, it's just like a gas hob working from the propane on the side. So you just have to turn it on outside, turn the dial, click it, and voila. So that is it for the tour of the van, and I bet you're all wondering, where on earth are these beans? Where are they? Well, we are very conveniently next to a taco place which is rated one of the best cheap eats in Santa Barbara, which is where we are now.
I have gone for a little selection today and I couldn't be more excited. I have got battered fish, I've got unbattered fish and carne asada. Before I start anything, this sauce looks too good. I need to dip a tortilla chip. I swear I hear it spicy.
A bit pokey.
In England, we do like spice, especially with Indian food. We really like to ramp up the heat. But I do feel like in America, maybe, that they have maybe a better tolerance to spice. It does seem to be everywhere, spicy food. Okay, what do I go for first? I have no idea.
Maybe the batter, just because it goes soggy quickly.
Okay, let's hit batter first. Okay, this is actually quite a big...
That is enormous.
...taco, as far as the tacos I've had here are concerned. Okay, no time like the present. It looks like it's got some, probably the same kind of sauce, salsa, cabbage. Okay. I just want to preface this. This is the cheapest place we found. We didn't randomly stumble across it. So I chose it based on price, pretty much only. Holy poop. The batter, the sauce, like I don't know why cabbage goes so well with fish.
Yeah.
All together, honestly, 10 out of 10. Oh.
Wow, you don't give out 10 out of 10s likely.
Not very likely. I think now, so next I'm going to go for the unbattered fish. As I suspected. Basically really great. Tastes a little bit too healthy for my liking.
Oh.
That one, I'm not going to recommend to you. It's nice. If you're into healthy stuff, that's cool for you, but I'm not.
Have you seen us?
Okay, and finally, we've got this carne asada.
Nice.
These things are too big. So I think we've got the same fillings as before, but this time I think it's beef. I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, when you're trying to get like your mouth around a burger and it just doesn't feel right. Like,
yeah.
Which...
There's no graceful way of doing it.
Before?
Sexy.
Side note, I need to shave the beard. It's like a dream catcher now. It's just, it's not good.
Are the tacos your dream?
Maybe they are. Nice. Okay, this is something that I found from testing tacos. I've been testing tacos a lot. The asada, great, but it's all about the fish taco. That is the real winner, and that from now on, when I get tacos, will be the only taco I'm getting.
Santa Barbara is a coastal city in California, located around 145 kilometers north of LA along the Pacific coast. Due to its location, Santa Barbara benefits from year-round good weather, with warmer winters and cooler summers when compared to cities further inland. The great weather, paired with beautiful beaches and stunning architecture, make this city a popular tourist destination year-round. We have heard about this secret beach here in Santa Barbara.
So secret that Google can find it.
Yeah, we'll get down there and it'll be packed. Yeah, so we've come here and parked up. It's basically a residential area that has some steps leading down to the beach. So you just kind of park anywhere you want to. It's free parking, which is a bonus. I did not expect that today. And then, yeah, apparently it's like a bazillion steps down, but you're greeted with a really lovely beach at the end of it. So fingers crossed it's as nice as they say it is.
Alex's observation of the day, something I've just found. I've heard of book exchanges before. I've seen them in hostels. People at home from America, is it normal to have book exchanges on the street? I feel like this must be like the example of being in a rich, affluent neighbourhood if they're just giving away books willy-nilly.
Also, this is on this person's property, so maybe they're just a very kind-hearted soul that wants to share literature with the world.
That's weird. I thought this country they don't like sharing stuff, because remember, like, I've got my own and that's it.
If any of you saw our video in the Valley of Fire, where we found like our own little Narnia through this like crack in the rock, it feels a little bit like that. You kind of walk through this residential area that, like, you know, doesn't even, you can't tell that you're near the beach when you're walking through it, and you walk through just this tiny little public footpath, and then bam, that's the view that you're greeted with at the end of it. I'm really excited to get down there. In true California style, you've got some surfers in the water there as well, so maybe we'll be able to watch some surfing. Also, walking along here, there's so many nice smells from the plants and things. Like, you've got cactus, you've got all these kind of trees and plants that I've never seen before. It's just lovely.
Well, my day has been well and truly made because I've just seen some birds. There's some weird like bluebird over here that I'm not exactly sure what it was. Loving that, but oh, the heavy hitters came into town. The pelicans. I didn't know they had pelicans here. They come flying across, and not just that, they're like really low to the waves, basically surfing across. Probably to see if the fish are coming to the top or something, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But just to see them go right next to the surfers and so low to the ground. And then to see their big, ugly asses, they're not the most beautiful bird with the big, weird
That's
mouths.
so impressive.
What an awesome surprise. I think I'm so happy. Ah! There's another one!
The last place you would expect us to take you guys on one of our videos is to a courthouse, but actually when it comes to Santa Barbara, there is an exception. The courthouse here is absolutely stunning, and it takes a lot to impress us Brits when we're abroad, I have to say, especially in the States when it comes to historical buildings. The courthouse here in Santa Barbara is considered one of the most beautiful buildings in the whole of the US, and you can definitely see why. It's a Spanish style colonial building from the 20s, and it is breathtaking. It's covered in these gorgeous custom tiles all over the place. I feel like I'm not in the US
You're
while I'm
completely
here.
transformed into Europe.
It's fantastic, but then you also have that kind of California palm trees all kind of sprinkled around. It's really nice. And then just to top it off, you have the mountains in the background on one side and the ocean on the other. Also, the smell walking around this building is amazing. It takes me back. I feel like I'm at home, that kind of old musty building that's kind of cold inside. It's like I'm in a castle in England. Not that I live in a castle in England.
But the big, huge murals on the wall, that's to me like the signifier of Europe. That just feels...
And the tapestries and the tiles, all of those little details that you just don't see in buildings here. Oh, beautiful.
I have loved my short, very awesome time here in Santa Barbara. We got beach, great tacos, we've got a campervan again, that's great news, and an awesome old building.
Yeah, if I was absolutely minted, I could definitely see myself living here. It seems like a super cool, super chill place.
I don't think they want our kind round here
No,
for the long term. We're just doing free things or very, very cheap. We now need to hit the road, so we will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, smash it!
Yeah, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you would like to be notified of our upcoming content.
And leave us a comment, how ugly are pelicans? And also, what is your favourite public building? And someone is getting married over there, so I really don't want to ruin their wedding.
Don't do it
Thank
too
you very much for watching. See you next time, and beads out!
Next time on Travel Beans.
Like a fairy tale character would live inside there, some disgusting gingerbread woman witch that wants to take me and my sister and do horrible things.
Oh my goodness.